Hello, brothers and sisters. Today I'm going to be talking about Lome, the capital of Togo. Okay, and this is fact. 1980s, Lome, the capital of Togo, was full of visitors, tourists from France, Senegal, the Gambia, in fact, all over the world. The visitors from Senegal were extremely tall and dark in complexion. They admired the way they ate. They sat around large silver trays filled with piping hot rice and well-fried fish with groundnut sauce. They always ate with their right hands. Hotel de Golf was a beehive of activities tourists from France and Germany seemed to be the only ones buying wooden arts craft from Senegalese and Gambian hustlers, salesmen. The apple soft drink made in home was extremely sweet. In fact, most of the tourists who drank the stuff had to add water to swallow it. Lome is attached to the border of Ghana, so this entailed splitting the so the so-called Yu tribe in half, answering Ghanaian and the other Togolese. This really showed the absurdity of merging nationality. Many other countries in Africa were separated by rivers, mountain regions, and streams. Sometimes something like the Durant line in India. Lome, a quaint city by Atlantic Ocean, a presidential, presidential palace that had not been lived in for decades for fear that an invasion by by a hostile force could be launched from the Atlantic. For the presidential palace was a stone throw from the Atlantic Ocean. Now we're going to move to Lome is part 1. Part 2, Cameroon. Okay. Cameroon was and still is a beautiful part of Africa. Cameroon means streams in Portuguese language. In Douala, they spoke English, but in the capital, Yaoundé, they spoke French. In the capital, they called him an English speaker, devil. In Douala, the poor city, they called him nicer names. He found himself in G&M Twin City that were located in northern Cameroon for 1 month, teaching English to a Ghanaian diploma. He came across a Muslim spiritual healer who specialized in healing demons, possessed young ladies. Unfortunately, they were all very beautiful. He housed all these demons possessed young ladies at the back of his garden. He warned his 2 teenagers who were beautiful young ladies not to connect with all those demon possessed young ladies at the back of his garden, but they didn't listen as is usual for teenagers. And you know what the demons entered them. He then traveled to Nigeria by road. From there, he and his wife would have to take a train from there to Yaoundé. The capital for there was no way by road. When he and his wife got to the station, they were told the next day the train would leave for the capital. But the problem was, after buying the ticket, he had no money left, and his wife was pregnant. He and His wife had to thank their lucky star. There was a restaurant nearby that catered for the needs for his follower travelers. Delicious food was served there. It was really a restaurant for the middle class. He noticed they left half-eaten roast chicken, half-eaten fried fish, French fries overladen with tomato sauce, etc. Him and his wife made a quick work of the leftover. The journey was never wrinkled for him. For he didn't have any idea in the Republic of Cameroon at that time you were sent straight to jail and all that it entailed if you had 2000 CFA to give the train inspector. You were spread that fate. He remembered 2 years ago when he was in Germany, there was no ticket collector, only machine. So if one was dishonest, one could travel freely. Well, he was British. Were they not the first pirates? A pleasant surprise. His wife had secretly saved some money, as most women usually do. So her money saved his bacon once again. This story is written by my late father. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. See you in the next chapter.